Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In today's video I'm going to be going through a handful of gold, silver. I've got a coin from like the 1600s I will show you. Also, that's a nice coin. I bought that on a whim. I've also got a cartwheel penny. So this came in. I don't particularly like these coins because when you go to other dealers, they want the earth for these, but I've never been able to get the premium out of them. So this ended up going for spot plus 3% posted. So we're not talking crazy amounts. I paid spot for it. You know, that's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with a quick 2.5%. That's not a problem. There's real issues with the ounce market at the moment. It's a bit of a death spiral, so to speak. I got this. You would have seen this on the last video, but I never really went into it. So I bought this for 700. I've put it up for 750 or swap for 2 sovereigns. We shall see. If it doesn't sell, I don't mind. There's nothing wrong with keeping a special year sovereigns. A client or a gentleman messaged me saying I got a ½ ounce lunar dog. What you paying? I said I pay spot on those. At the moment I'm paying slightly less on the larger gold, but I say that spot, it shouldn't be a problem. Naturally spot has dropped, typical, but it's okay. Now let's get into the kind of juicy stuff. So I had a lot of bits and nothing really has been selling, so I went a bit old school and I said if I can't sell it, I'll trade it. You know, I'm a trader. Let's trade. And I ended up doing, I did 2 trades. I traded a 1 ounce Krug for 4 sovereigns. I kind of messed the numbers up a bit on it, but it was kind of okay. I bought the 1 ounce coin to kind of do a favor for someone. I didn't really want the coin with how the market's been. And then an old school customer, one I've been dealing with for years and years and years, he just said, oh, I really fancy an ounce. I've not got an ounce. Would you trade, say, 4 sovereigns? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. I probably should have charged him a bit extra. The numbers didn't really work in my favour, but the rationale was if I can trade into sovereigns, I can always get sovereigns in. I pay spot on sovereigns typically. I'll just lower the average and get out of my position, and that's pretty much what's happened. So I ended up selling these 8 sovereigns. I sold them yesterday to the same gentleman who bought this. I said to him that I can't come any lower on price. I'm breaking even on the sovereigns. So I'm working for free on the sovereigns, but that's okay because I've got out of a couple of tricky positions. Now I also had these come in with the trade, so I traded 2 for 2 20-gram bars as well. It was 4 sovereigns, a proof half and a quarter proof quarter. Slight handling marks on the quarter. The half seems to be okay. They're not going to get 70s though. They look nice, but they won't get 70s, or at least I don't believe they will get 70s. And then he also paid a bit of cash, so I ended up getting 4.75 sovereigns, the half and the quarter at proof, and a bit of cash. So when I worked it out, I was like, okay, it brings my average down, and then I ended up buying some sovereigns yesterday with this batch, which brought my average down even further. So there is 4 sovereigns left. I have spoke to a gentleman via WhatsApp. He said he was after sovereigns. I'm waiting for him to get back to me. I put 4 to one side for him just in case. What else came in? 4 Brits. They were actually other coins. I traded them as a favour. The gentleman I was speaking to, who I traded with, he was after some specific coins, and they just so happened to come in. I got one of these. Now 2 of these are mine. Well, all 3 of them are mine, let's be frank. But 2 of them were mine prior. One of these came in. The guy said to me, he's like, what do you want? I was like, tenner? Can you do a tenner? I don't really know what they were, but a tenner seems fair. And he was like, okay, cool. So I bought one of these for a tenner. I can't remember which one it was. They're not high grade. I use these as something to, like a fidget spinner. They kind of solve when I'm stressed. I just play with them in my hand. Expensive fidget spinner. I bought one of these. Now this has been sold. I overpaid for this. The person who bought it, I said to him, I was like, I'm in it for £50. I can't sell it to you. I don't particularly want to make a loss on it. I'm happy to keep it. I'll keep it for me. It's not a problem. So the supplier who offered it to me, I said to him, I was like, this is an interesting coin. How much do you want for it? And he's like, do you want to do 80 quid on it? And I was like, well, no. I don't know what it's worth, really. I'm not risking 80 quid on it. I'll risk 50 quid on it because my rationale was this. I was like, if I'm wrong, I'm probably going to be wrong to the tune of £10. I don't think it's going to be any less considering the age. I knew it's from the 1600s. It's Charles I because I own one of these, believe it or not. I actually, you know, I'll show you the set because I keep it on my side. I just enjoy looking at it. So I bought this set. It's a shilling and a half crown. So this is the same coin. This one's obviously more beat up. So I knew what the coin was. I knew the era, and I was like, well, if I'm wrong, I'll be wrong to a small amount. If I'm right, I might make 20, 30 quid. I should know the value considering I got one, but I didn't. So yeah, I went on the groups and I said, does anyone know what the value of it is? I know what the coin is. They were like, well, it's worth about 40. But a gentleman messaged me and he just said, I'll pay you what you paid. It's fine. And I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay. I was like, I have tried to tell you it's worth less. So what I'm going to do is I'll chuck him a little something extra. That's not a problem. I'll find something lying about, chuck it in, just to make it a value proposition. I like a bit of history. Overpaid, yes, but it's okay. There was some silver. So this came in. This is a 2002. So my supplier went to me, so I think I've overpaid for this. And I asked him how much he paid, and I said, nah, I'll pay you more. I was like, there's money in this. It's not a problem. I know I can squeeze money out of it. Now, this is probably a £50 coin. It might drop down lower. I think I'll do okay. You can't really beat old pandas. I don't think I'll have an issue with this whatsoever. And there was 3 other coins. Let's leave that one. Proof half Canadian. I'm in this for 13 quid. This is probably a 25 to 30 pound coin. Doesn't mean I'll get it. The packaging is going to cost me $4.69 just in postage alone. I'll probably list it for 25 and try my luck. Worst case scenario, it would go for 20. I don't think it will go for 20. I think there's more money than that in that. But at 25, I'm happy with that. Because once you take out postage, you're talking, what, $7.50, give or take. Minus the VAT, which is a sixth. Can't complain on the outgoing. It's not a problem. I got one of these. Always happy to see these. Don't see them that often. This is a proof kangaroo. This is a solid £50 coin. I wouldn't really want to sell for less. Whether or not it will drop. These are the types of coins that if I don't sell them for the price I want, I actually keep them because I like them myself. I'm happy to sit on them because they don't come around often. They just don't. So proof roo. Even when I was in Australia, I didn't see many of the proof kangaroos. And last but not least, I think I've left the best till last. I think this is an absolutely wonderful coin. Coloured coins, when done properly, are absolutely wonderful. Look at that. I'm putting £50 on this. There's not many of these on the market. The ones I have seen typically are only in Australia, and they're for like, I think, $80. $90, something like that. I think this is an absolutely wonderful coin. Look at that. It's just very, very well designed. Now, it doesn't matter that, you know, it's celebrating something really obscure and we're halfway across the world. Someone would buy that because it's just a beautifully made coin. Whether I get 50 for it is another matter, but that's what I'm putting it up for. Again, like the kangaroo, it's something I'm happy to keep. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. A bit of wheeler dealing today, or past few days. You know, some nice bits come in, new, old. You know, I'm slowly getting into the groove. I've got a bunch of stamps arriving today. That's going to be 10 days work, probably. Fun. Take care, guys. Bye.